Hello, these are the instructions for the Orienteering Mini-Games. Please note that you can go to this URL to get more information. My name is Barb and I'm the president of Navigation Games, and I'm doing this in conjunction with Ethan Childs, who is our program director. Navigation Games is a 501c3 nonprofit, and our mission is to teach people about orienteering. To learn more about orienteering and navigation games, please check out our YouTube video. We'll send this around to everyone who's registered for our mini games. In this video, we're going to explain how to play and what to do when you come to the park or the school ground to do the mini games. You'll have several choices for your map or clue sheet. For the youngest children, kindergarten and younger, and maybe older kids if they choose, they'll have a clue sheet which is a strip of pictures. For example, here we have a strip of pictures of nuts, and there are 6 pictures on each of the strips. The idea is that you'll look around the park or the school ground for a marker that has the first picture. In this case, it's a walnut for this one. And then once you find that, you'll go on and look for a picture of the almond, and then the peanut, the cashew, the hazelnut, and the acorn. So you'll go through all of the pictures in order, top to bottom, finding matching pictures in the park. When you're done with that, you can try it again and see if you can do it faster. Maybe you could have somebody time you and see how long it takes. Another fun thing to do is to try to do it from memory. When you're done with the first card, go ahead and move on to the second card and do that one. Usually we'll have 3 or 4 different courses. The same checkpoints can also be found using a drawing that we'll often have. We don't have drawings for every location, but we have them for many. So if a drawing is an option at your location, then it will look something like this. It'll have a drawing of the space, and it will show you a start triangle, and then the location of each of the checkpoints, which will be in the center of each numbered circle, and then the location of the finish. And so your task is to go to the start triangle area in the park and then visit each of the checkpoints in order. When you get to each checkpoint, you can check against this clue sheet and see if you're in the right place. For example, on this course, when you get to the first checkpoint, you should find a picture of some acorns. We usually will have the option of having a standard orienteering map. And if we have both the drawings and the standard orienteering maps, we recommend that first and second graders try the drawing, and that third grade and up try the standard orienteering map. It's the same idea. The start location is shown with a triangle, and the finish with a double circle. Your job is to visit each of the checkpoints in the center of each circle, and when you get to each one, there should be a marker. For example, the third control here will have a picture of hazelnuts. And so you'll be checking yourself to see if you're in the right place. Now let's talk about what happens when you arrive and before you arrive. We will send to each registrant a recommended arrival time, and that is to space people out because of COVID. You can actually arrive anytime during the start interval, which is probably around an hour and a half, typically from 2:30 to 4. But if you come at your assigned time, then hopefully we're spreading people out. When you get there, you will see bins. Usually we'll have 3 or 4 bins. We'll have the clue sheet bin for the youngest children. Those are just the picture strips. And you'll have the drawings, the orienteering maps. So you just pick one of these sets, depending on what level you want to compete at. And then inside of the envelope or the plastic map case, you'll find all the maps or clue sheets that you need for all 3 or 4 courses. So one person should take one envelope or map case from one of these bins. It's fine for adults to take one, but you don't have to. You can share. When you're all done, please put your used items into the used bin. We'll use them again another time, recycle them, and so on. This picture also has a picture of the start, which is shown with a green light, and that's where you're starting from. And often we'll have a red light at the finish circle. Once you have your materials, whether they're the picture strips, the drawings, or the maps, then you're ready to do your courses. To do each course, start with the first course and go from the start to each of the checkpoints in the course to the finish, which will be the red light cone. Then go on to the second course, and again, start at the start and go through. And this is self-service. Because of COVID, we're generally not able to be there with our electronic timing, although if we get permission from the health department, we will be there. But we were just putting out the pictures and the maps, and then we won't be there because of COVID. So you will be checking yourself to see if you've gone to the right places. Remember to keep your distance from people who are outside of your family or pod, and wear your mask at all times. When you're done, we'll have some way to record your achievement. Either we'll send you an email afterwards and ask which ones you did, or we'll have a little sign-in sheet, or we'll have somebody there taking your name. So somehow we would like to keep track of who's done which courses in order to celebrate that. Afterwards, talk with your parents about what you liked, what you learned, what was hard, did you make any mistakes, and did you help anyone, and did you get help? We definitely like it when people help other people learn. We hope you have a lot of fun and enjoy the games.